Okay, let's get into your reading, Leo. I am going to say something that your current reality might not let you believe, but I need you to hear it anyway. The amount of money that is about to enter your life is obscene, not comfortable, not a nice little bump. Obscene, the kind of money that changes your address, the kind that changes the way people look at you when you walk into a room, the kind where you sit in a bathtub of abundance so deep you cannot touch the bottom. And I know right now that feels impossible. I know your bank account does not reflect what I just said. I know your current situation looks nothing like wealth. But Spirit is telling me with a certainty that I rarely feel this strongly, that your financial destiny is not what your present circumstances suggest. Your destiny is brutal. Not brutal in a painful way, brutal in a relentless way. The blessings coming for you are so aggressive, so persistent, so unapologetically massive that your old life will not survive the impact. It will be replaced completely, permanently by a financial reality so different from where you are now that looking back will feel like remembering someone else's life. And I know a part of you just tried to reject that. A part of you said, that is not for me. Money like that does not come to people like me. Spirit heard that thought, and Spirit says that thought is the only thing standing between you and what is already on its way. The money does not care about your doubts. It is coming regardless, but your ability to receive it, to hold it, to multiply it, depends on whether you believe you were built for it, and you were. These cards are about to prove it. Let me shuffle the deck. I am calling in the energy of abundance in its highest form. Your guides, your ancestors who prayed for the generation that would break the cycle. You are that generation. Show us the money, show us the path, and show us the destiny that is too powerful to be denied. All right, let me pull the first card. The Ace of Pentacles. A golden coin hovering in the air, held by a divine hand reaching down from the clouds. Below it, a garden explodes with life. An archway opens onto a path that leads straight into abundance. The Ace of Pentacles is the single most powerful card for new financial beginnings in the entire tarot deck, and it opened this reading. Spirit is not being subtle. New money is coming, a fresh stream of income that did not exist before. An opportunity so golden it almost does not feel real. Maybe it is a new position. Maybe it is a business that suddenly catches fire. Maybe it is an investment or a deal or something someone offers you that makes your hands shake when you see the numbers. The Ace of Pentacles says this is not a small blessing. This is the seed of generational wealth. One opportunity planted in the right soil at the right time that grows into something your grandchildren benefit from. Spirit wants you to know that when this opportunity appears, do not hesitate. Do not ask, am I qualified for this? Do not wonder, is this really meant for me? The divine hand is offering it directly to you, not to someone else. You take it and watch what grows. Let me pull the next card. The Nine of Pentacles, back-to-back pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles shows a woman standing alone in a vineyard she cultivated with her own hands. Golden coins surround her. A falcon perches on her gloved hand. Grapes hang heavy on the vine. Self-made wealth, independent luxury, the quiet confidence of someone who built their abundance from the ground up. Spirit is showing you what you look like in the near future. Not stressed, not scrambling, not counting pennies, standing in your own vineyard, savoring what you created, answering to no one. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that the wealth coming is not dependent on another person. No one gives this to you. No one can take it away. This is yours, built by your hands, sustained by your decisions, protected by your wisdom. And the falcon on her hand represents mastery. You are not just going to make money, you are going to master money. Understand it, command it, make it work for you instead of you working for it. That shift is coming, and it starts with the ace. All right? The foundation is set, and Spirit is ready to show you how deep this financial destiny goes. The Ace of Pentacles opened a brand new door to wealth, and the Nine of Pentacles showed you standing in luxury you built yourself. Now let's see how the money multiplies and why Spirit called this destiny brutal. Let me pull the next card. The Ten of Pentacles. 3 pentacle cards in a row. Spirit is practically screaming about money right now. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of ultimate financial completion. A grand estate, an archway of permanence, a family gathered together, 10 golden coins framing every corner of the scene. This is not paycheck money. This is legacy money. The kind that builds estates. The kind that funds futures, the kind that your great-grandchildren inherit and wonder, who was the one who started all of this? You. You are the one who starts it. The Ten of Pentacles tells me that what begins with the Ace of Pentacles opportunity does not stop growing. It compounds, it multiplies, it creates wealth on top of wealth, until the number makes your eyes water. And Spirit wants to be very clear. This is not fantasy energy. This is not a nice thought to get you through the week. The Ten of Pentacles is one of the most concrete, tangible, real-world cards in the entire deck. When this card appears, money is not a vague promise. It is a mathematical certainty. Something is being set in motion that has a financial trajectory far beyond what your current mind can calculate. But your destiny can calculate it, and your destiny says the number is massive. Let me pull the next card. The Empress. Abundance overflowing, fertility in every direction. Everything she touches multiplies and flourishes. She sits on a velvet throne, a river flows beside her, wheat bends golden at her feet. The garden is impossibly lush. Spirit pulled the Empress to tell you something about the nature of your wealth. It is not cold money. It is not empty success. This wealth comes with beauty, a beautiful home, beautiful experiences, travel, comfort, the ability to enjoy your life in ways you have only imagined. The Empress says the money coming does not just fill your account, it fills your life. Dinners that taste different when you are not stressed about the bill. Vacations that feel different when you are not calculating every dollar spent. Mornings that feel different when you wake up knowing everything is covered, everything is handled, everything is abundant. That is Empress energy. And combined with the Ten of Pentacles, Spirit is showing me a life of such complete financial and material abundance that the word comfortable does not even come close. This is luxury, earned luxury, the kind that does not make you guilty because every cent of it was built on your effort, your faith, and your refusal to accept the life you were handed. Let me pull one more for this section. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny, the great wheel turns. 4 winged creatures watch from the corners. Fate itself is intervening. Spirit pulled this card to make something undeniable. What is coming for you financially is not luck. It is not coincidence. It is not being in the right place at the right time. It is destiny written into your spiritual blueprint before you took your first breath. You were always meant to reach this level. You were always meant to break out of the cycle that held the generations before you. The Wheel of Fortune says, the delays were never denials. The setbacks were never punishments. Every financial struggle was the wheel turning slowly, positioning you for the moment it reaches the top. And that moment is now. The wheel is at its peak, and you are riding it straight into a financial reality that rewrites your bloodline, not just your bank account. Your entire family's relationship with money changes because of what you build. That is why Spirit said your destiny is brutal. Because it does not just bless you, it breaks generational curses, and that kind of blessing hits with a force that nothing can stop. We are deep in this reading, and every card keeps hammering the same message. Money, wealth, legacy, an abundance so massive it reshapes everything. The Ace of Pentacles planted the seed. The Nine of Pentacles showed self-made luxury. The Ten of Pentacles promised generational wealth. The Empress surrounded everything in beauty, and the Wheel of Fortune confirmed this is your destiny. Now, Spirit wants to show you what you need to do to step into this reality because the money is guaranteed, but your readiness to receive it is what determines how fast it arrives. Let me pull a card. The Magician, creation, manifestation, the power to turn what is invisible into what is tangible. The Magician stands at his table, a cup, a sword, a wand, a pentacle, all four elements at his disposal. One hand points to the sky, the other to the earth, as above, so below. Spirit pulled this card because the wealth does not just fall from the sky. You are the channel. The universe provides the opportunity, but you are the one who turns opportunity into empire. The Magician says you already have everything you need. The skills, the intelligence, the work ethic, the vision. You have been using these tools to survive. Now you are going to use them to build. And the difference between surviving and building is not ability. It is belief. The Magician says, believe you are the one, not someone smarter, not someone more connected, not someone who had better circumstances. You, with your story, with your scars, with your come from nothing, built from the ground up energy. That is not a disadvantage. That is your superpower. Because people who build wealth from nothing understand its value in a way that people born into it never will. And that understanding is what makes your wealth last. While others inherit and waste, you build and protect. The Magician says that is the energy of someone who bathes in money and never runs out. Let me pull the next card. The Eight of Pentacles. Mastery, craft, the card of someone who perfects their skill until the world has no choice but to pay for it. A figure sits at a workbench, carving pentacles one by one, each one more refined than the last. This is not talent alone. This is talent plus discipline, plus repetition, plus the obsessive dedication to being the best at what you do. Spirit is telling me that your wealth is directly connected to a specific skill or craft, something you do better than most people. Maybe you know it, maybe you undervalue it, maybe you give it away for free to people who should be paying top dollar for it. The Eight of Pentacles says, stop undercharging. Stop giving discounts on your genius. Stop treating your gift like a hobby when the universe designed it to be your gold mine. The money that is coming flows directly through whatever you are best at. not through random luck, through your mastery, refined, sharpened, positioned in front of people who recognize its value. And when the right people see it, when your skill meets the right audience at the right moment, that is when the flood begins. Let me pull one more. The Six of Wands, recognition, victory, your name on everyone's lips. A figure on horseback riding through adoring crowds, a wreath of triumph, the world watching. Spirit says your talent does not stay hidden. The Eight of Pentacles is the work in the dark. The Six of Wands is the moment the light finds you. People are going to discover what you do, and when they do, the demand explodes. Everyone wants you. Everyone needs you. Your inbox fills. Your calendar fills. Your bank account fills. The Six of Wands combined with the Eight of Pentacles tells me your craft becomes your crown. What you built in silence announces itself with a roar, and the money that follows is not a trickle, it is a flood. The kind where you stop checking your balance out of anxiety and start checking it out of disbelief. That is where you are headed, and it is closer than your doubts want you to believe. This is the final part of your reading, and Spirit is closing with the most powerful energy this spread could possibly deliver. What a monumental journey. The Ace of Pentacles opening new wealth, the Nine of Pentacles showing self-made luxury, the Ten of Pentacles promising generational legacy, the Empress overflowing with abundance, the Wheel of Fortune confirming destiny, the Magician activating your manifestation power, the Eight of Pentacles linking wealth to your craft, and the Six of Wands bringing public recognition. Now let's see how Spirit seals this. Let me pull a card. The Star, hope, healing, the promise that everything you have been through was leading somewhere beautiful. A woman kneels by still water, pouring from two pitchers, 8 stars blazing above her, guiding, illuminating, reminding her that the darkness is behind her. Spirit pulled the star because the financial struggle you have been living in left wounds, real wounds, the shame of not having enough, the anxiety of unexpected bills, the exhaustion of doing everything right and still barely making it, the quiet humiliation of watching other people live comfortably while you count every dollar. The star says those wounds heal, not with time, with proof. The proof of money actually showing up. The proof of abundance actually being real. The proof that the universe was not punishing you. It was preparing you. And when the first wave of real wealth arrives, something inside you that has been clenched for years finally lets go. The anxiety loosens. The shame evaporates. The scarcity mentality that followed you everywhere gets replaced by a knowing that says, I am provided for. I am abundant. I am exactly where I was always meant to be. The star says that knowing is closer than you think. Let me pull the next card. The Sun, joy, not the nervous kind. Not the afraid it will disappear kind, the real kind. A blazing golden sun, a child on a white horse, arms stretched wide, sunflowers blooming, not a shadow in sight. Spirit is telling me that the wealth coming does not just change your bank account, it changes your face. The worry lines soften. The tension in your jaw releases. The heaviness behind your eyes lifts. And in its place is a lightness that people around you are going to notice immediately. They are going to say, what happened to you? You look different. You seem different. And what happened is that the weight of financial stress was removed from your shoulders. And without that weight, You stand taller. You breathe deeper. You live wider. The sun says you are going to be happy, not successful and miserable, not wealthy and lonely, wealthy and joyful, abundant and at peace, rich in money and rich in the things that money cannot buy. Because you are not someone who loses themselves in wealth. You are someone who becomes more of themselves because of it, more generous, more creative, more free. That is sun energy, and it is your future. Let me pull the final card. The world, the final card, the last word. Destiny sealed. A figure dances inside a wreath of laurel. The four elements balanced. Everything whole, everything complete. The world is the universe saying, this reading is not a wish, it is a promise. A promise that was written into your soul's contract before you arrived here. You were always meant for this level of abundance. The poverty was the detour. The struggle was the training. The lack was the contrast that makes the wealth feel even more sacred when it arrives. And it is arriving, not someday, not in another life, in this one, in this chapter, in this season. The world combined with the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is the most powerful financial confirmation these cards can deliver. Your destiny is brutal, brutally abundant, brutally generous, brutally undeniable, and it does not care about your doubts. It is coming anyway. So here is my final message. Get ready to bathe in it. The money, the comfort, the luxury, the freedom, not because you got lucky, because you were chosen by a destiny that looked at your struggle and said, that is not your ending. That is your beginning. And the beginning starts now. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there is so much more in these cards. And I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me go back, okay, to the very first thing Spirit named, the part of you that heard obscene money and immediately thought, that is not for me. Money like that does not come to people like me. Because I think that thought is the real work of this whole reading. And I want to be so gentle, okay, but so clear about this. That thought is not the truth. It's a survival belief. Something you learned, maybe from watching the people who raised you struggle, maybe from a lifetime of the numbers never quite adding up. You concluded somewhere along the way that wealth belongs to other people. And that belief has been quietly running the show. But here's what Spirit is showing you, okay? The money is coming regardless. The destiny is fixed. The only variable is how quickly you let yourself believe you were built to hold it. Because the belief doesn't summon the money's already on its way. The belief is what lets you reach out and actually take it when the divine hand extends it. And I want you to notice, okay, something powerful about how Spirit framed you. Your ancestors prayed for the generation that would break the cycle, and you are that generation. Think about that. You are not the person the poverty was supposed to keep down. You are the answer to prayers said before you were born. The one who was always meant to be the turning point. So when that doubt rises, okay, and it will, I want you to answer it with that. Not who am I to have this, but I am the one they prayed would come. I am the break in the cycle. This was always meant to be mine. And I want to talk, okay, about the sheer weight of the pentacles that opened this reading. Because 3 pentacle cards in a row, the Ace, the 9, the 10 is Spirit, as the reader said, practically screaming. Because in tarot, okay, pentacles are the suit of the material world, of money, of the tangible, of things you can hold in your hands and pass down. And to get 3 of them in sequence, climbing from the ace all the way to the 10 is like watching the entire arc of wealth laid out in front of you. The ace, is the seed, the brand new opportunity, the door opening. The 9 is the middle of the journey, you standing in the vineyard you built, self-made, independent, answering to no one. And the 10 is the completion, the estate, the legacy, the wealth so established it outlives you. And I want you to feel, what it means that all 3 came out together. It's not just you'll get a little money. It's the whole story, beginning to end, seed to estate, shown to you at once, as if to say this entire arc is yours to walk. And I want to sit, with the heaviest thing, the Wheel of Fortune revealed, because it reframes your entire past. The delays were never denials. The setbacks were never punishments. And I know, how much you may need to hear that, because when you've struggled financially, it's so easy to start believing that something is wrong with you, that everyone else got a manual you missed, that maybe you're just not meant to have it easy, that the struggle is somehow your fault or your fate. But the wheel says, no. Every one of those hard years was the wheel turning slowly, positioning you, building the exact person who could hold what's coming. The struggle wasn't the universe forgetting you. It was the universe preparing you, setting the stage for a rise that only means this much because of how far you climbed to reach it. And the most staggering part, is what the reader said next. This wealth rewrites your bloodline, not just your bank account. It breaks generational curses. Your whole family's relationship with money changes because of what you build. And that, is why it's brutal. Because you're not just getting rich, you're becoming the ancestor your descendants will thank, the one who broke what was passed down, the one who ended the scarcity so no one after you has to carry it. That is a holy kind of wealth. And I want to spend real time, on the trio that showed you how the Magician, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands, because together they tell you exactly where your money is going to come from. The Magician, came out to remind you that you are the channel. The wealth doesn't just fall from the sky. The universe provides the opportunity, but you are the one who turns it into an empire. And the reason that's such good news is that it means you're not waiting on luck. You already have the tools, the skill, the intelligence, the vision. You've just been using them to survive, and now you get to point them at building instead. And the 8 of Pentacles, got specific. Your wealth is tied to a craft, a skill, something you do better than most people. And the reader said something I really want you to hear. Maybe you undervalue it. Maybe you give it away for free to people who should be paying top dollar for it. And I want you to sit with that, because so many gifted people do exactly that. They treat their genius like a hobby. They discount it, apologize for charging, hand it out to people who don't value it. And the 8 of Pentacles is telling you to stop. Your gift was not designed to be a favor. It was designed to be your gold mine. So I want you to ask yourself, what is the thing you do almost too easily? The thing people keep coming to you for? The thing you've maybe dismissed because it comes naturally, as if easy means worthless? Because that thing, the reader is saying, is the exact channel the money flows through. And the Six of Wands, okay, promise the part that makes it all pay off, recognition. The Eight of Pentacles is the work in the dark. The Six of Wands is the moment the light finds you, the moment the right people discover what you do and the demand explodes. And I want you to picture it, okay? Because it's coming, the inbox filling, the calendar filling, the balance filling, your craft becoming your crown, what you built in silence announcing itself with a roar. All those years of quiet work were never invisible to spirit. They were the foundation, and the recognition is the harvest. And I want to draw out, okay, the Empress, because she told you something about the flavor of this wealth that I don't want you to miss. It is not cold money. It is not empty success. This wealth comes wrapped in beauty because there's a kind of rich, okay, that's just numbers in an account. Joyless, anxious, hoarded, but that's not what Spirit is promising you. The Empress promises a life that actually feels good to live in. The beautiful home, the travel, the dinners that taste different when you're not scanning the prices, the mornings you wake up and everything is simply handled. And I want to sit, okay, with the star because it spoke to the wounds the struggle left. And that's the tenderest part of this whole reading, because financial struggle, okay, doesn't just empty your wallet, it leaves marks. The shame of not having enough, the anxiety every time the phone buzzes with another bill, the exhaustion of doing everything right and still barely making it, the quiet humiliation of watching others live easily while you count every single dollar. And the star says, okay, those wounds heal, not with time alone, but with proof. The proof of the money actually arriving. The proof that abundance is real. That the universe was never punishing you, only preparing you. And when that first wave of real wealth lands, something in you that's been clenched for years finally lets go. And the sun, okay, promised where that leaves you, not just wealthy, but happy. The reader said, the money changes your face. The worry lines soften. The tension in your jaw releases. The heaviness behind your eyes lifts. And people start to notice. They say, what happened to you? You seem lighter. You seem different. And what happened, okay, is that a weight you've carried so long, you forgot it was there, finally came off. And without it, you stand taller, breathe deeper, live wider, wealthy and joyful, abundant and at peace, rich in money and rich in everything money can't buy. And right now, okay, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you were built for this abundance, chosen for it, destined for it, and breathe out every year of scarcity, every belief that said it wasn't for you. That season is ending. And let me gather it all up for you, okay? One more time. The Ace of Pentacles, a golden new beginning. The Nine of Pentacles, self-made luxury. The Ten of Pentacles, generational legacy. The Empress, wealth wrapped in beauty. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny turning in your favor. The Magician, your power to build. The Eight of Pentacles, your craft as your gold mine. The Six of Wands, the recognition that floods it in. The Star, your wounds healing with proof. The Sun, wealth that makes you joyful. And the World, the whole destiny sealed. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay? Slowly, so it settles. The money coming to you, okay, is not comfortable. It is obscene. The kind that changes your address, your reflection, your whole family's story. It is not luck, okay? It is destiny written into your soul's contract before you were born, prayed for by ancestors who knew you would be the one to break the cycle. And every struggle, okay, was the training, every delay, the wheel positioning you, every lack, the contrast that makes the wealth feel sacred when it lands. One message: the poverty was never your destination. It was only the detour. And if this reading lit a fire in you, comment down below, I am ready to receive, and let the universe hear you claim it. Subscribe to Moonveil Tarot, like this reading, and share it with someone who needs this abundance too. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You may have spent, so long believing that wealth was for other people, that you were the one who had to struggle, the one who never quite caught the break. And maybe that belief felt like realism, like just the way things are. And this reading found you, to tell you that the way things have been is not the way things are meant to stay. That your destiny is brutally, relentlessly, undeniably abundant, and it is coming whether your doubts have caught up yet or not. So get ready, to receive it. Not with guilt, not with disbelief, but with open hands and the quiet knowing that you were always meant for this. You were chosen. The beginning starts now, and it starts with you finally believing it was always going to be you. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.